Good morning, children. Once again, there is a second video of the class. So today we will discuss another topic, that is sex determination. Okay, there are a number of cases. Even in generally, the number of students will ask, sir, how the sex determination will be exactly happens. Okay, so and there are a number of cases they will think that because some superstitions and following some different type of the medicines and all, they will think that they will get either the only male or female gender, like that they will, generally they will discuss. But for all those questions we will get the answer in this topic, that is nothing but sex determination. Okay, yeah, so let us discuss about the sex determination. First of all, the question arises, what is the sex determination? Okay, the process of identifying the sex of an individual on the basis of presence of the X and Y chromosomes. Okay, so or the sex chromosome in a cell is called sex determination, or we can also say the determination of the sex. In generally, we can also say the determination of the sex. And you know very well that the chromosomes that are involved in the sex determination are called sex chromosomes. They are commonly known as allosomes. And what about that is autosomes? The autosomes are nothing but they are responsible for the body characters. Okay, autosomes, they are nothing but somatic chromosomes. They contain the genes which determine the somatic characters of the body of an organism is called autosomes. And allosomes, they are in general known as the sex chromosomes, which determine the sex of an organism. Okay, and you know very well that there are two types of the sex chromosomes, namely X and Y chromosomes. Okay, see, the number of autosomes is same in the both males and females. Only the allosomes, it will differ with respect to the male and females. I told you in the beginning classes in the last year also, if it will be considered as the male, then it will be XY, whereas in a female that will be XX. Okay, so here the diagram in this right side you can observe the autosomes. The chromosomes will be like this only. You know very well that the 23 pairs is nothing but 46 chromosomes. So out of this 23, 22 pairs are, that is autosomes are same in both males and females. Only allosomes will be different with respect to the males and females. So as I said, who is the first person who identified about all these things? So, as in the beginning of the class only, I told you the definition of the sex determination, that is nothing but the process of identifying the sex of an individual on the basis of the presence of the X and Y chromosomes of a sex. That is nothing but, so or we can also say in general sex chromosomes in a cell is called sex determination. Henkin is the first person or the scientist in 1891 who is traced a specific nuclear structure during the spermatogenesis of some insects. Okay, so he observed that the 50% of the sperms received this specific structure, whereas 50% of the sperms did not receive it. Henkin gave the name to this as X body, because in the beginning he also don't know exactly, so that's why he called them as a X body. Okay, X body of Henkin was later on named as X chromosomes. Okay, so this is how exactly the research or the beginning of the sex determination was happened. Okay, see, actually in our syllabus majorly they were given the mechanism of the sex determination. In our textbook or in our syllabus they have given only XX, XO mechanism, XX, XY mechanism, ZZ, ZW mechanism. Before we are going to discuss about these mechanism, let me to tell you briefly. See, as I said, the types of the sex determination. One of the most common method of the sex determination is chromosomal mechanism of the sex determination. So that's what it is accepted, and we are studying present. Okay, here the sex of an individual is determined by the type of the chromosome. Okay, so basically there are two types of the chromosome, as I said, autosomes and allosomes. Okay, but based on the type of the gametes an individual produces in terms of the sex, Correns in 1906, please note down this point, Correns in 1906 put forth a theory called theory of heterogamesis. In some textbook it is also mentioned in the name of theory of heterogametogenesis. Okay, according to this, that means according to the theory of heterogametogenesis, so there are two types of the sex determination mechanism, namely male heterogamety and female heterogamety. Okay, so why I am telling this one, so this type of the sex determination not only important for the purpose of the theory, it is also very important for the purpose of the comparative. That's why I am telling. In that one, the male heterogamety, XX and XY type of sex determination, by taking an example of Drosophila and man, it is comes under the male heterogamety. Okay, then the female, when it comes to the female heterogamety, ZZ, ZW type of the sex determination and ZZ, ZO type of the sex determination. So those all comes under the female heterogamety. Okay, so majorly XX, XY type of sex determination, XX, XO type of sex determination comes under the male heterogamety. Okay, yeah. Let's start the discussion. That one first one, the SXXO type of sex determination. So by taking an example of the grasshopper. Okay, yes. In this type, the females are homogametic. That is, they are having XX chromosomes and produces only one type of the egg carrying X chromosomes during the formation of the gametes. While the males are heterogametic, have only one X and the chromosome without the partner. So that is nothing but XO is nothing but X chromosome without the partner. Hence they produce two types of the sperms, whereas 50% of the sperms carry X chromosomes with autosomes A plus X. Okay, and the other 50% of the sperms carry only autosomes but no allosomes, A plus O. Okay, so that is how during the formation of the gametes we can identify. Okay, so you please note down. Let me to tell you, if you take an example of this grasshopper only, in a grasshopper, note down 2n, that is chromosome number 2n diploid, which is equal to 24 in number. Write down, if you consider as a parents, female will be, that is for the 22 autosomes, 22 AA plus XX will be considered as a female. In case of the male, 22 AA plus XO. Okay, so during the formation of the gametes, what will happen? 11 A plus X one gamete, another one which will be 11 A plus X in case of the female. But what about in case of the male? 11 A plus X and another one is 11 A plus O. Okay, so whenever during the formation of the gametes, the fusion of these both gametes, it will be gives rise to either 22 AA plus XX, it may become the female, and 22 AA plus XO, again they may become the male. Okay, so this is how exactly the formation of the the sex determination, XX XO type of the sex determination will be takes place. Okay, so this can be mainly seen in the many insects such as the grasshopper is the model for this XX and XO type of the sex determination. Whereas when it comes to the sex determination of the XX and XY, if you take an example of the Drosophila melanogaster, okay, in this type, the sex determination, that is nothing but the sex determined by the presence of X and Y chromosome. Here the female carries, that's what I said, the XX, and that is the females are homogametic in nature and they produces the similar type of the gametes, X chromosome, while the males carry, that is heterogametic XY chromosomes. They produces two different type of the gametes, and they are called heterogamety. Okay, so that means among the gametes that produces 50% of the gametes they carry X chromosome, other the 50% of the gametes they carry the Y chromosomes, isn't it? So note down here also, if you take example of the Drosophila, in Drosophila 2n, that is diploid, 2n is equal to H. If you take example of the page, that is a female 6AA autosomes plus XX, it will be considered as a female, while male 6AA plus XY will be male. During the formation of the gametes, 3A plus X, and in case of the male 3A plus X and 3A plus Y. So while the fusion of the gametes, either they may become female or male. How? The fusion of this 3A plus X plus 3A plus X, it may give rise to 6AA, that is autosome plus XX, then there is a possibility of the female. Whereas if it will fuses with 3A autosomes plus X, if it is fuses with 3A autosomes plus Y, it may give rise to the male. Okay, so this is how exactly we can see the formation of the XO and XX XY type of the sex determination. So let it be. So the sex determination in man, we will discuss once again. Don't get mixed with these things. Okay, so in the next class, while we are discussing after the female heterogamety, I will tell you once again in detail about the sex determination in man. Okay, so let it be. So next class we will continue about those things also. Thank you. Have a nice day.